Yellow! The queen I am about to talk about doesn't even need a long introduction. Why? Because people already know who this damn queen is. Like most people, Gigi Gorgeous is the very first YouTuber who I actually started watching. For those who don't know who Gigi is, girl, you're probably living on non-existent Pluto if you don't know who damn Gigi Gorgeous is. Gigi Gorgeous is a YouTube personality, and many of her videos are all about beauty. For those who don't know her, like, come on. I think the most important thing that people should probably know about her, aside from her being, one of the most brave, courageous, stunning individuals out there, she is from my hometown, girl. She is from Canada. Well, like, that's not a hometown, but like, we're from the GTA. We're from the Toronto. The 416. The 6. T-Dot. T-O. Girl, this place has got enough damn nicknames, but all you have to know is we from the cold. You know what? As a guy who wears makeup, I am happy to say that she is one of my #1 influencers out there because of her whole transition and what she had started from and where she is to now. Lots of progress, girl. Lots of success. I've met Gigi plenty of times because the girl is always back home. Every time she is back in the city, I always try and take that opportunity to meet her just because, once again, she is my #1. I met her 2 summers ago. Here's that picture. I look like absolute damn dumb. And then I met her last winter. Here's that picture. And that I met her because she was doing a club appearance at this club downtown Toronto on King Street called EFS. So, we met her a 3rd time as of last week. So I think she did 2 screenings. She did one at George Brown College, the one that I attended, and then she did one at an actual like documentary theater called Hot Docs in Toronto. I attended the one at George Brown. So initially she tweeted out this link saying like first come first serve kind of thing. There's not going to be a lot of people inside. The first 60 people get to actually be in this like room watching it. And then 35 people, kind of like the late bees, are going to be forced to watch it from the lobby. I am not watching Gigi Gorgeous's damn movie in the lobby, so bun that. So I was one of the first 60 people. I signed up, sent to my Gmail, sent information. They were like, Slay, you're like in. On March 2nd, 2017, a Thursday, Gigi came to George Brown to premiere the movie. The email stated that everybody who signed up and got an email confirmation back had to be in line by 6 o'clock. Girl, I had a presentation. Keep in mind, I have class from 3 to 6 that day. I had a presentation, so who fucking knew in what order this presentation lineup was going? So I could have been last and I could have damn missed it. Lucky for me, I went kind of early, so as soon as my presentation finished, I grabbed my jacket and I ran out that damn door. So I got to George Brown probably around 4:45, and we had to wait in this kind of like George Brown College lobby. Here's a picture of it. I actually took a picture of like where we were like lining up. It's so fucking ratchet, but yeah, here. And as we're waiting in line, me and my friend, put back, yellow. We were like, oh my god, I wonder what she's gonna be wearing. I wonder like if we're gonna meet her, like we need to fucking see her. And I was like, honestly, like we need to fucking see her. 6 o'clock comes, we're still not in. I'm like, okay, it's not a big deal. Like at least we're waiting inside kind of thing. 6:20, 6:25-ish comes around. Who starts walking into the doors of the lobby we were waiting for? None other than my fucking queen Gigi and her girlfriend Nats. She was dressed like cozy but very like stylish. Like it was really hot. Like she walks in whatever and we're all like clapping. We're just like so excited to see her and we're all welcoming her and Nats is there and I think she was vlogging a lot of it. Gigi was just so friendly. She was saying hi to everybody and and I guess obviously it means a lot to her. Like it's her documentary and like we're here to see it. We're obviously here to support her. Like this ain't the fucking time. So as soon as she walked in, I thought she would have been in a rush to get into the actual like movie, but she wasn't. She was like taking time with all of us and taking pictures. So I asked her for a picture. She's like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, really, girl? Like you don't have to go in? Like, I mean, your movie should be starting soon. Like we had to have been in there like half an hour ago. So we take this really cute selfie. So I thought it was going to be kind of rushed. So I really hate this selfie because I look like a fucking bubblegum dumb. So here's the selfie. Regardless, I have a picture with her. I know a lot of people were DMing me on Twitter. They're like, you're so lucky. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, regardless if it's a good picture or not, like, I'm still with my queen. But anyways, as she went around and she was like talking to everybody, I was like, I guess I'm kind of greedy. I was like, girl, can we take a full body just because like, well, I didn't say, I was like, I hate the freaking selfie. So then on Snapchat, because I love Snapchat's quality, like the flash is just so bright and it's just so luxurious, girl. So then we took a full body and here's the full body. The time she was spending with the fans, I'm not even kidding, maybe 5 times I probably complimented her on just like how stunning she looked. Even though it was very like simple, it was still so gorgeous. Like she looked above and beyond, girl. I loved it. That little experience just made me more excited to see this movie. I was like, Slay, like I'm literally about to watch the movie and she's here. Actually, the funny thing is they weren't letting her in. Like the security was like, no. And she was like, I guess I can't go into my own movie. And we were all just like laughing. We were like, the security, we were like, girl, this is her fucking movie. Like move to the damn side, obviously irrelevant, and let her in. So she gets in and then we all slowly start to get in. I didn't know this, but George Brown actually has its own like YouTube space. So I guess all the local Torontonian YouTubers kind of like hang out there or meet there. Obviously my ass, because like nobody really cares for me. But it was cool. They had like this YouTube backdrop. They provided food and drinks. Actually, I took some like cute pictures with the backdrop here. I'm gonna put some here. And then as soon as you walk in, there was like this huge screen that said like Gigi Gorgeous, This Is Everything, premiere documentary or something. Here's a picture of that. So yeah, we're all just like mingling and Gigi was I think getting ready for it. We're all like kind of like sitting down, we got like waters and whatever. We were just kind of waiting for the movie to start. But it was also a Q&A, which is awesome because we were able to be more like intimate with her and get to know a little more of like the backstory behind the documentary and like ask questions that we were maybe curious about. So somebody asked her if she had seen the movie prior to it being premiered at Sundance. And she was like, no, I actually didn't see the movie at all. Like Sundance was the first time I got to see it. Then the guy proceeded to ask you, was like, well, did you like regret anything? Like, were you like, oh shit, like I wish I didn't have that in there. I actually damn screamed. Gigi was so funny. Like the whole time she was like being serious, but she was like joking around. She was like, ugh. Honestly, like just Corey being in it. We were all damn screaming and I'm like looking at Nats and Nats is kind of like smiling too. And it was, you know what, like, yeah, like why would you want your ex kind of like in your, like in Gigi's case, like your first big movie? Why would you want that? It makes no sense. But I mean, like, it was kind of like, for anybody who does watch her, like, he was in a lot of videos, so I guess he was like, he took up like, not a big part of her life, but a decent size of her life. So he was kind of relevant, but like right now he's like not. And for anybody who follows Gigi, you always see her Snapchatting, Instagramming like pictures of her in LA with a billboard. And I was like, what the fuck? I want a picture with a billboard. So I asked her, I was like, do you know if Toronto has any of the billboards hanging? Because girl, like I haven't seen any, and you would expect like Dundas Square to have at least one. Instead they have like fucking Lego Movie displayed up in the damn screen. I was like, who? Yeah, so she was like, no, I don't think so. And she looks over to her manager. He's like, no, probably not. Like, you'd have to probably ask somebody else. I was like, girl, I'm not going out of the damn way to ask for a damn picture with a billboard. So then the movie itself starts. Sorry, by the way, I feel like I have, like, you know when you get those white stuff, like, from talking too much and your lips just get too dry, especially me because I'm wearing a matte lipstick right now. Anyway, so the movie itself. Before I talk about it, here is just like a little, I guess, preview or like a little, like, clip of it. I filmed it just so I could put it in the video. Yeah, here it is. The movie was so good. Honestly, even if you're not very familiar with Gigi Gorgeous, or even if you're not a fan, I mean, like, why wouldn't you be a fan? Like, she's awesome. You have to watch the documentary. Like, it's actually, like, really educational. I know that's kind of like, no, I guess, no, you're right. No, it's educational. For a lot of those close-minded damn hillbilly villagers, it's a good way to just understand the community a little more with, like, LGBTQ and stuff. You see her go from Gregory to Gigi and just kind of everything in between, and it was so inspirational because she had so much support from her family, and you see that throughout the movie, and it's hard because a lot of people don't have kind of that support, which is kind of sad. I know, like, it sucks, but I mean, keep your close friends really close. Gigi, I love you, girly. Like, you're my fucking queen, like I said before. Like, the movie was so good, and I'm so happy I got to meet you and kind of, like, chit-chat with you before the movie and just tell you, like, how great you looked and how excited I was for the movie. That's my quick story of me meeting Gigi at the Toronto, I'm not gonna say it's the premiere, but kind of the screening, I guess. The Toronto screening of This Is Everything. All in all, I'm acting like this is a freaking essay, like I'm damn. In conclusion, Gigi's great. I have met her before, and the stories continue to be the same. She is just phenomenal. The movie was 10 out of 10. For everybody else watching, once again, like I always say, like if anybody actually is watching, TGYLs.